Jonah Jurkens.
Kelsie Huff.
This is Petals and Pricks. This is a Bachelor podcast. We are doing it right on Monday night after we watch the show.
Oh my God, we are ahead of our time.
Whoa, no one's ever live tweeted and then did a podcast before.
No.
We are innovative.
We have live tweeted. I got 3 likes on one of my tweets.
We made it, America!
You got more than 3 likes on your retweets.
Retweets is where it's at, it turns out.
Thank you to our Petals and Prickheads who are a lot funnier than us.
Yeah, nice job, you guys. Nice job. Way to make us feel bad about ourselves, but also in a very supportive way.
Kelsey's live retweeting, and you're laughing out loud a lot.
Yeah.
You're very supportive.
So here's the thing, if you guys don't know, I usually don't watch it on Monday nights. I watch it on Hulu the day after, but we're doing this new thing where Jonah's inviting me over to his house. If you're on YouTube, you can see his actual DVD/Blu-ray collection behind us.
Yeah, we had a long talk about it.
We sure did. And that's what we're going to try to do for Colton's whole season, is do some live tweeting and do a podcast, a recap right away. Yeah. So now we're episode 3.
Yeah, episode 3. This is the second time you and I had a chance to sit and watch together.
Yep.
How do you feel?
You know, I gotta be honest with you. The distraction of live tweeting and being on social media makes the show a lot more palatable.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
For me, the opposite.
Oh, you're like, get out, Kelsie.
Normally, I would like try to live tweet or like do our whatever a little bit would be. So I'd watch it that way, and then I'd watch it again so I could actually take notes. This time, I have to try to do 2 at once. I couldn't do it.
Yeah. You like the double watch.
Yeah.
You like to absorb.
But also when I'm like, I have to watch. If I'm online, I get trapped in some weird spirals.
Oh, yeah. To be fair.
You saw a weird spiral today.
Yeah. So you guys didn't see this because we were sitting on the couch, and I only put a little teaser out on Twitter, I believe. So Jonah, when they were doing the pirate bit on the show, somebody retweeted a cat in a pirate outfit, and then Jonah went down a spiral of looking at cat outfits.
There's one.
Just for a good 20 minutes.
Well, there's one, let me tell you, it probably is a good 25, 30. There's one where you can get your cat to look like a McDonald's employee. Right? And there's another one.
Who doesn't like a cat serving fries?
Which is my favorite, where you have the front of the outfit, the cat's head is the cat's head, and then it looks like it's carrying a box of Corona, because the body is a box of Corona with where the butt is another cat walking alongside. So it looks like 2 cats carrying a box of Coronas.
Oh, man.
Man.
Jonah was loving it.
I almost bought that on the spot.
Yeah, well, then you were thinking of a Shark Tank idea of like, what if you put a cat
Not a Shark Tank idea, more like an Etsy idea.
Oh, okay. More cute,
I think we should do one where they're in a suit.
Theme.
Yeah, and they have a rose in one hand.
Yeah. Will you meow this rose?
Oh my God, this is why we work out together.
So dumb.
And then I was like, oh shit,
Jonah
I'm watching the show. So my notes are very, not very deep.
Yeah, you're like, meow, meow, Hannah, meow, meow, who?
Yeah. But you know what's not very deep either? The catalog of different outfits you can get your cat to wear. So we need to change that, America.
Yeah, nice catalog reference, nerd.
What?
The catalog. I know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Man, I don't even think of these things. They just come out of me.
You're living hard that cat life.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to do the show, but if you just suddenly hear purring coming from Jonah's microphone,
that should be our slogan. Petals and Pricks, we're trying.
Kind of trying.
We're giving it our all on Mondays.
Yeah, on Monday nights. Yeah. Oh, you guys. So we got a group date with pirates, which you talked about. They go quickly into an antique shop.
Should we tell them
We're going to give you the highlights. Let's do the highlights first, real fast.
Okay.
Just like slam through them.
Yeah.
So in case they're like, we don't have time for this hour fucking bullshit, we'll do a real quick thing.
I don't think we should be so pessimistic up front when people are just now listening to us.
But we're doing it smiley style.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Get away from it.
You can hear the smiles.
Hear those smiles.
Yeah.
We got smiles on our microphone. So group date pirates, right? Yeah. They pop each other a little bit.
Pirates of the boring bean.
Boring snooze.
Yeah.
They've got some American Gladiator sort of weird foam sticks they hit each other with. Then they go to an antique shop, and Demi spanks Colton and uses a weird hand really quickly. Yeah. Okay, what's happening there? And then there's a one-on-one with Elise, who everybody loves. Everybody on Twitter is loving Elise.
I liked it.
Everybody's loving the ginger hair. They're just loving it. They go to a carnival, and then some kids show up. It was super fun.
I like that part too.
They go to they always have dinner afterwards. A day date and then a night date.
Then we saw something we've never seen before.
Yeah, a country music concert.
Country music?
Wow.
Whoa.
Real first for The Bachelor.
Yeah.
You guys breaking boundaries. Then there's another group date on this episode. They go for the Strongest Woman contest, and the Cruzes are there, which is fabulous.
Yes.
Terry and Rebecca Cruz. And then what else happens? Oh, they also go on to another cocktail hour. Nicole gets the
Actually,
rose.
beach hour.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah, cocktail. I'm sorry.
Cocktail hour,
yes,
yeah. They go for a nighttime more chats, getting to know each other.
Yeah.
He sends somebody home, scandalous.
Yeah.
And then the next day there's a pool party because he's not having a cocktail hour, the official cocktail hour before the rose ceremony, pool party, and then there's some pageant queen drama.
Yeah.
There's a rose ceremony. People go home.
The claws are out tonight.
Yeah. A cat reference as well.
Well, it made me think
Yowzers.
that there should be a Wolverine costume.
Oh, a Logan cat.
Like a Logan cat.
Just a grizzly old Australian cat. So that's it. Recap nailed it.
You think you could do a cat one for Mr. X?
Oh, yeah, but you have to shave the cat. It'd have to be a hairless cat.
Yeah, and you have to put him in a wheelchair.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think cats would like wheelchairs.
I've seen some cats use a wheelchair like in a very confident way.
How do you know if a cat is confident?
Well, I mean, like,
What are you
you know, like,
talking
you know
about?
when the cats get injured or like get old or whatever, and they have to have like the wheelbase, and they're running around all confidently.
I think you're projecting a lot to these cats.
No, you look at
That's
this
a
cat.
confident cat, you guys.
Yeah, no, that cat's got a mortgage he's paying off. He's got a
He's
good
making
portfolio.
his dreams come true,
Yeah.
you guys. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, that was our highlights.
Yeah.
Should we break this down now, bit by bit by
I
bit?
think we're just kind of done.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, bye.
Pirates. Let's talk about it. What are your favorite moments?
Well, I tell you my favorite moments. Again, we get into the beginning of I like every season we have a little tiny talk about this, but it was funny because this another little few minutes of the contestants realizing that other people are dating Colton too.
Yeah. Nobody
always
seems to know how the show works.
I don't know. I think they just kind of go into it like all fun and dandy, and then they're like, "Oh shit, I am actually dating." Do you think it's a thing, like a suspension of disbelief?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're just real dumb idiots.
Well, I mean, we think we're gonna make it with a Bachelor podcast.
Do we?
I think we are. I love our fans.
True.
Yeah.
But make it Mary Tyler Moe style. We're going to throw up our hats like, here we go.
Well, we are top 15 in the country. That's a fact.
That's a fact. Right now.
People, when I
but
tell
it
people
is
that,
strange that people are like, I can't believe he's dating 30 other women. What?
Yeah.
What kind of show did you think this was?
I like that one too. It's like, do you love me? Do you promise you won't cheat on me anymore?
What's that?
Well, like, because like technically, I mean, really, he's kind of cheating on all these girls with other girls.
Oh, it's an open relationship.
Yeah, with all their
from
like he's
one
like
person.
cheating on all these girls with all these girls' roommates.
Yeah, that's why I say those girls should also be dating each other. Make it a little more interesting.
Oh my God! Do you think this ever happened? Do you think like contestants have ever met and then been like,
Well, I think
that's
that
the thing.
They don't highlight any like homosexual potential relationships, which is a bummer.
I think they're going to in this episode.
You mean because Colton? This episode. Oh, Billy Eichner's already tried it. Didn't work out in episode 2.
I don't know. There was a weird, uncomfortable pause after that said.
A vibe.
And you can tell like the cameraman kind of zoomed in a little bit on Colton's face.
Waiting for it.
He's like a little sweat goes on his brow.
So sweaty,
He's like,
sweaty. But I think other
That's him
people have dated.
it.
Oh man, that was a record speed, Jonah. We got your weird rabbit noise in. You love making that noise.
I do.
Okay. So that happened. People were confused about the show they were on.
Right.
Check.
Then people were having little problems. And then Chris comes in with his advice. Mm-hmm. Chris always giving advice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is basically like, you signed a contract, you fucks.
Yeah, and he's just like, guys, you don't understand. Like sometimes you have to give a little. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to take a little. Sometimes you have to let your heart break just a little.
And that's the
story of.
You know what it is? It's the
glory of love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he danced off into the sunset.
He goes like shoo up, like a shoo up, shoo up, doo, shoo up, like the Motown's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. If you guys are following Chris Harrison on Instagram, I am now because my life has turned into garbage because of Jonah. Today's Instagram story, he was just welcoming a falcon with raw meat on his hand, not proving that he's not a demon.
Right.
You guys, check out his Insta story. Holy shit, what was happening?
He just calls birds of prey at whim.
And he's like, sign this non-disclosure, bird. You're on the show now.
Whatever. Kelsie had a little bit of a Dumb and Dumber moment today, which I liked a lot because you were having a good old time reading everybody's tweets.
Yeah,
you know. And I was like, Kelsie, I think you're having more fun reading people's tweets than you are the show. And then you go, yeah. And then I was like, but you also realized that if you didn't watch the show, you wouldn't understand the references. And then you go, yeah.
It was real ups and downs.
Yeah, it was real fun to give you that one.
Like, Jonah has sucked me into this nightmare. Yeah. So after we get through Chris's the hearty advice of nonsense,
I think he's got to start dropping because like these girls are getting. I mean, they're not getting older; they're staying the same age. Sorry.
Yeah.
But they're
getting younger.
Huh?
Aren't the ladies getting younger?
I think they're younger this season because Colton's a little younger.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that like he can start dropping like lyrics from old 50 songs. I'd love that.
They'd believe it. It's like in The Other Guys where Michael Keaton's character just does just does TLC. Yeah. Don't go chasing waterfalls, you guys. Like, you know that's a song, right? It's like, just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. There was a New Girls too, where like she was so old and she had like quote unquote millennials in the building, so she just kept doing like Steve Urkel. They're like, oh my god, that's so funny. Did I do that? But they didn't realize that it was a whole phrase.
Yeah. Like that when he's like, get. It's like, are you white fanging me?
No. Wait a second.
What would be the weirdest? I can't think of any lyrics right now, but the weirdest lyrics from like an old song, 80s and past.
Get out of my dreams and into my car. And they're like, that's poetry, Chris.
You know, sometimes you're just the king of wishful thinking.
Get over you.
Yeah, get over me. Yeah.
Well, you'd have to try to make it. Yeah. I'm the king of wishful thinking.
Running so fast because that guy was drunk.
I don't know it. What
Isn't
is
that
it?
a fast car? Singing, I.
Oh, there you go.
Belong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jonah Chapman?
Yeah,
all right, Jonah.
Could be someone. Be someone.
That's surprising to me, Jonah.
He's just like, you got a fast car. Running so fast that guy.
Chris Harrison, if you need a speechwriter, we'll just
We're
chop
just
up
talking
lyrics
about a
for
revolution. And he's like, it just reminds me of a story of Jack and Diane.
Who?
It's a John Mellencamp.
I know. I was being a 20-year-old contestant.
How's that song? The story of Jack and Diane.
Doing the best that they can.
They're just doing the best that they can.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's like, Chris is a genius.
I know. He has these friends called Jack and Diane.
Yeah, Diane.
And they were just trying, you guys.
Yeah.
They were trying really hard.
Yeah. He should be a poet.
God. Speaking of poetry, can I talk to you about
he's just like, I am Falcor, the poet.
The poet. Can we get into these pirates? Because I just want to get past them.
I want to get inside this. Almost what?
Come on. Pirates, group date. We've got a lot of people doing the pirates thing. They were wearing a lot of sports bras for pirate action.
How'd you like the intro to that?
Oh, you mean them walking into...
Chris was doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are now into the Pirates of the Caribbean. Like
that
the
Chris?
voice.
I don't even know.
It sounded like he was also doing the sound effects when they were like hitting each other. When they were doing stage.
like crack, snap,
like he's like, pow. You think he's having so much fun. He's like, wow. Rip. Pow.
It is a silly thing. Like they try to be very theatrical in the show.
Yeah.
And it does make people look like big old doofuses.
Oh, yeah.
Like, just like Colton standing on like a ship inside a warehouse.
Yeah.
Like, here I am, ladies. Look at my sword.
Oh,
I'm going to
God.
fake punch this guy.
Yeah.
Stage combat.
Man.
Yowzers. A little Ren Fair action. Little Ren Fair.
Is that okay? So I was like, because they were eating turkey legs, which one of the contestants, one lady, I didn't notice who,
there's Demi, I think,
threw the whole turkey leg at the girl, like jokingly. You can knock a motherfucker out with that.
Yeah, that's a bone. Shots fired.
That's a concussion waiting to happen.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was a tinier leg. Could you imagine?
It wasn't. That thing was like. I mean, you could hear it. Yeah.
Have you ever been to Medieval Times?
No, I always wanted to go.
Oh, it's so good. Yeah. It's super fun. Oh, yeah. Girl Scouts. I mean, they're like, go to somewhere.
Yeah.
Go somewhere and get away from us.
Yeah.
Yeah. As an adult, I was like, I'm going to bring all my friends. But like, those tickets are expensive. They're like $80 or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, these friends can pay for themselves.
Is it like a whole experience? Like there's like a whole Renaissance world, like when you go to Old World, Wisconsin?
Sort of.
Okay.
I've never been to like Ren Fair itself.
Okay.
Like up in Bristol, right? Is it Bristol, Wisconsin?
Sure.
Bristol? That's not a word.
Yeah.
But it's similar. Like it's in Schaumburg, right? So if you guys aren't from here, there is this place called Medieval Times, and it's just like a big giant castle in the middle of nowhere. There's like a parking lot. It's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
But once you park your car and you go up to the castle, it's very much like, welcome, my lords and my ladies.
Yeah.
And they welcome you in. But there's like Pepsi and shit. If you guys ever watch The Cable Guy, it's featured on the movie The Cable Guy. But yeah, there's like
those people
jousting
at break. Those people were talking with their other friends, being like, "Yeah, I'm up for the Valtrax commercial tomorrow, so I really hope I get that."
No, there are a lot of Amy Sumter. She's a comedian here in Chicago. I also do another podcast with her. She used to work at Medieval Times in high school.
Oh, nice way on that one.
Yeah, and
you wiggled your way in that.
Yeah, no, I sure did. Promo Shake podcast. But she was the photographer, and she said a lot of the guys are like hair metal band guys. At least
really?
They were. Yeah, so they're not actors. They're like. Bleh, I don't know, like
they just came back from
rockers.
their blackout, and all of a sudden they're 50.
Yeah. They're like, I would assume there are a lot of like hair metally, like.
You probably have a lot of
Black
stories,
Sabbath.
like a story you hear on Blackout Diaries, which is my other podcast.
You guys is just turning into promotion, and we're nailing it. But my favorite part, besides like eating, food with your hands, which is fun, and they have like dragon soup and it's just chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
They have a torture chamber that you can pay extra for. And
this is a thing you'd like.
Yeah. It was fascinating, Jonah.
Really?
Have we talked about it on this podcast before? I don't know, because I talk about it a lot.
No, I don't think we have.
It's fascinating. So you have to pay extra, and they're like, "Oh, you want to come in?" Like all creepy. And then they have like photos and all these horrible things, like Medieval Times, no joke, They had this thing I remember, and it was burned in my brain, called the pear, right? And I'm sure it's like, oh, if you're a witch, because it's always ladies. They would crank this thing that looked like a shape of a pear in your vagina.
What?
And then just crack you open. Horrifying.
What? This was in a kid's thing?
Well, it's the torture chamber at your own risk.
No, wait. They would shove a pear in your...
So they don't show you this. They have like, it's like a museum.
Okay.
They show you the device, right?
So they show you like real...
It's like a museum. You like walk around and there
like a Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yes.
Okay.
Or like a museum. Jonah, do you know what a museum is?
Yeah, it's like a Ripley's Believe It or Not.
No, Jonah. Oh, you mean like a wax museum? No! Like a museum.
You telling me that Ripley's Believe It or Not is not a museum in any way?
You know Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, like the stuff they find in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
You know when he's like, it belongs in a museum?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to the thing that he was talking about? The actual museum?
Like where the rock comes down?
Jesus, we're moving on.
I know what a museum is, yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So it looks like that.
Yeah, I've been to Children's Museum.
Oh, the
Like
children,
where you-
like on Navy Pier, where you color?
No, where you touch the thing, your hair goes up high.
Oh, yeah. The Museum of Science and Industry.
Yeah, you do the bike thing and you kind of tilt it and you start going around in circles. It's pretty fun.
You're just there for the exercise machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can
He's not a bro at all, you guys.
What? Come on.
Come on. We're making jokes. But anyway, so that's what it looks like, the torture thing. So if that date was like that, awesome. This date was a little soft Ren Fairy, just kind of like playful fun.
But do they have a Renaissance fair like with pirates? That seems...
I'm sure they do now. Pirates is all like the thing. You know how like you can go and like people speak pirate for a day and like all this like stuff. I really think like Pirates of the Caribbean like brought back or like replenished or whatever I'm trying to say.
That is like a...
It's like a thing. Like people are like, yarg,
it's like a fetish.
Whoa. Okay.
Like cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think there's like pirate play.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like steampunk.
Yeah. I'm sure. Well, I mean, if you're talking about humanity, you can make a fetish out of everything, which I'm sure people have. Do you know what I'm saying?
Try to come up with one right now that you don't think's ever happened.
Like that's ever happened?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like fungus. Like you cover your body in some sort of like a moss. But I'm sure people are like into like doing it outside.
You think so?
So there you go. People like to like hump trees.
What about like kombucha play? Kombucha play.
Yeah.
Instead of water
just fermented.
Kombucha.
Fermented alive. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Scobies.
Scobies?
I believe that's what the mushroom is that helps the process of
the mother
kombucha.
They call it the mother.
Yeah, kind of like in Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Cool.
I love Edge of Tomorrow.
It's a great movie.
Or Live, Die, Repeat, the original.
No, it was originally called Edge of Tomorrow.
You're right.
Yeah.
reversed it.
Don't fuck with me on that one.
I can't believe it. We've talked about this before.
Look behind and to your right. It's right there.
Oh my God. Here's the thing, because I love the movie because Emily Blunt's amazing. And so is Tom Cruise in that movie. You know, Tom Cruise might be crazy as hell, and I'm embarrassed to say it.
You're a Tom Cruise fan.
But I really like that movie.
What if Tom Cruise was the Bachelor? You'd be really fucked up in your head.
Yeah, because I don't like both of those things, and yet here I am talking about it.
That would be crazy. Him as the Bachelor.
Well, that would be too weird, and like Scientologists would get involved, and it'd be freaky.
Oh, it'd be the most interesting watch I've ever had.
Blech.
It'd be great.
Oh man.
Instead of giving away a rose, you just give away those little metal things people hold on to.
Yeah, the like Zorbots or whatever.
Yeah,
they're
right,
called. I don't know
and then to get to the next week, you just have to pay more money to get to the next. Yeah.
Level up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? It reminds me of the mother going back to kombucha.
And then when they don't make it, and then Leah Remini comes out and takes them.
Yeah, or saves them.
That's what I mean. Like saves them. Yeah.
Can we talk about it? Do you play games? Like, do you play old school games?
What do you mean? Like video games?
Like video games?
Yeah.
So the motherboard always reminds me, like kombucha mother, blah, 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 always reminds me of a game that I'm never going to know the title of, and I thought that maybe you would help me out.
Okay.
It is old school Nintendo, and I'm sure everybody's going to scream at me.
Galaga?
Justin Bailey was one of the like secret codes to get farther in it.
Oh.
People are going to be screaming. I'm
I
so
don't know
sorry.
This at all.
Oh my God, why is this happening?
That's okay.
It's focusing on... sorry, you guys. We're trying to do a bunch of things all at the same time.
Yeah.
Here. You know what? I'll put it in our YouTube comments.
Okay.
That's where I'll put this because I know I'm going to think of it the second we get our podcast on.
Galaga?
It's not Galaga, but it's...
What's the game?
It's a game where there's like aliens, and at the end there's
Alien Invaders?
No. Let's stop doing it.
Okay.
I'll put it in YouTube.
Okay.
Because I don't want people to scream at me.
Okay.
The code was Justin Bailey, and that was like, it was a girl. Like when she took all of like their alien, like all of her like mask off, it was like a female.
Huh.
God, it's going to drive me crazy. Okay, we have to move on.
Visually, I can picture this, I think. Is it Tron?
No. Okay, we have to move on. Jonah.
I know it.
Jonah, we're moving on.
It's Burger Attack.
Shut up. It's burger time.
Burger time. Damn it.
All right, we'll put it on our YouTube. Moving on. So I thought this was boring, but I always think everything is boring, so that's it. Captain Colton.
Did you see the one? But we didn't talk. It turned into American Gladiators.
Yeah, we did
for
talk
a little
about
bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
We talked about it on the couch, not here on the stools.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
In the highlights.
But that one girl was going straight after that one girl, Snapper. It was insane.
Yeah.
Snapper's my new word for vagina.
Yeah, I realized that. Why is that?
Just a silly word.
Snapper?
Snapper.
Why Snapper?
I think it's fun.
Oh, okay.
I think it's like, ugh. Like I like that reaction. Snapper.
Snapper?
What's your go-to funny word for penis?
For penis? I like dingus.
Long dong.
No, I like dingus.
Dingus is fun. That's a fun word. Snapper.
Snapper, it sounds like you are afraid that it's going to rip your penis off.
Yes,
like
I've seen the movie Mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a reality.
I think it is.
Like
there's a little truth in every movie.
I think a dingus is, we're moving on because I know you're just trying to fuck with me and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Dingus seems more playful. Like Snapper sounds like a threat.
Meat wallet.
We're moving on because I'm going to hit you in the dingus hardcore. Okay, so Demi's still doing her old lady stuff. Are we done with this now?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Can we move on?
I hate when you do that to me.
What?
When you go like, are we done?
No. I'm talking about Demi.
Oh, she's saying they're done.
Talking about, like, I think the producers can officially move on now.
Yeah.
About the old lady stuff.
Yeah.
The like, she's a cougar when she's 31. Oh my God, it's so unfair for you to be so old against all these young ladies.
But now,
like,
she switched from Elise. She switched from Elise to the
No, she was hitting Tracy
Born.
hard. She was hitting Tracy hard.
No, this week
before.
she was, but before it was Elise.
Yeah, a little sprinkle, but I don't think Elise was taking the bait.
Because when she did the poem thing, or not the poem thing, the first time thing.
Yeah, but she was all about Tracy too.
She's
Jonah.
like, oh, she's so brave. Whatever. That's true. Yeah. But I feel like this episode definitely focused on Tracy more.
Yeah.
But I would say that Tracy, I'm not a fan of.
Why is that?
I don't know. She just seems real shitty. I don't know. She's like shitty. I have a shitty vibe from her.
Okay.
Like a real.
She's got a sound effect.
Yeah, like sometimes when you're like, how do you describe somebody you're like this? You're like, yeah, I know.
I understand.
What I mean?
Yeah. How would you describe yourself in a sound?
Like that?
Like a golden retriever.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Could
How'd you describe yourself?
I was holding on to that burp.
That's perfect timing. You burp so hard your eyes are watering.
So gross. Yeah, I like to talk about integrity and gender issues. I also burp. I also burp in a microphone and put it on the internet.
Yeah.
What a garbage human. Speaking of something garbage and delightful,
yeah, what?
I really love that they showed a meat tray next to the rose.
Oh, yeah.
It was
yeah,
a
you
shot
got real
of that.
excited
I was
about
like,
that.
oh, is this salami?
Yeah. Like wrapped in
excited.
cheese, too.
It was a delightful antipasto tray.
Yeah,
It was
that's so
yummy.
funny.
So that was great.
Yeah.
Want to talk about this Demi blindfold situation? She's trying real hard, this 12-year-old.
I'd like to talk about that for maybe 48 minutes.
Okay. Why?
Because...
Why 48 minutes?
I think that's one thing you should do. If how to get a male virgin, scare him sexually.
Yeah.
That seems like a smart thing.
So that his noise
With
is like,
inanimate
oh!
objects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blindfold you.
You know what you like? You never had sex before? I'm gonna spank you.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't even know.
Yeah. All right. You know what?
You can tell he was like, okay, I don't like
we're gonna
this.
be okay.
I'm too nice to tell you I don't like this.
Yeah. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit you down on this weird antique couch. Yeah. We're gonna cover your eyes, and then we're gonna shove a weird mannequin down your mannequin hand down your belt.
But the hand was almost stuck in a point position, like this. You know, kind of just a little bit. You know, like it was almost kind of grasping something.
Yeah, yeah, like pulling the trigger, but not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then she like puts it like on his chest, and it kind of goes down, and then it goes down lower. And he goes, "You feel weird about that?" And of course, in his head, he's like, "Yeah, this is fake."
Yeah.
And then he like takes off the blindfold, and he goes, "Well, it's a fake."
Yeah,
hand.
and she's like, "It's fake."
I almost got you. And it's like, yeah, no, I can tell a fake person's hand on me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe if you're a virgin,
hard as a rock.
If you're not. Because what is the 4-year-old?
He plays football. He's had hands all over his body.
That's true. What's the 4-year-old virgin line? It's like, yeah, I feel like I touched a boob.
Like sandbags.
Feels like a sandbag.
It's like sandbags.
Everybody goes,
what? You're nice. Yeah, what are you talking about?
What? You know, like a bag of sand, like a bag of sand.
Yeah, like, you're pretty good.
I love that when people are just trying so hard to fit in.
Did you ever have a moment like that in your life?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't remember one.
Nothing pops out of your head?
No. How about you? When you were like trying to pretend to be you were more advanced than you were? And
no, I never did. I don't talk like that.
Yeah, that's right. You're very anti like peacocking. You're not into
in that way. I think it's just kind of like, yeah, you know the people that fuck a lot. The people don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, give me a high five.
You're gonna be pretty good at it, Jonah.
Low times, 2 times.
Gross.
No, I just think it's gross. Every time.
Yeah, you're not into it. Folks don't like Demi on Twitter. I've learned today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you learned a lot on Twitter.
I learned a lot on Twitter, you guys. You guys don't know if you know about this Twitter, but but you guys
heard of this thing?
Yeah, you got a lot of opinions.
You got your retweets. That's when you retweet it.
You heard about these DMs?
Yeah, it's when you want to show other people it, and then you have these direct messages.
Yeah, and then at the very Demi's like shining moment in this whole
thing. Follow me, you will. Yes.
Following. Come on, talk about it. Like she's like, I don't even care. People are like being, she's like, oh, nobody even cares. I'm confident they can't handle it. She bites into a giant strawberry.
Oh yeah.
And it was the juiciest sound ever.
Well, it was the fakest sound I've ever heard. Yeah, I think Chris too was like, let me do that one too.
Jonah, this is just a reel for you to be your own Foley artist.
I'd be very bad at it. Yeah.
And then rabbit noises.
Hey, if there's any PBS shows out there that's looking for
PBS. You know what? Leave that nonprofit network alone, Jonah. We go back to the house. Okay, so it's the one-on-one with Elise.
Yeah.
So we go from like that action. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to let people know that who got the rose on the group date? Kaylin, Miss America lady, one of them.
Okay.
She got the rose.
But then also we discussed this where that's a lot of Hannah and Kaylin stuff were happening. This is the beginning of the...
Yeah,
right?
That's the whole thing. Well,
the kind of the theme of the episode. Was like this drama between these pageant beauty queens, and Hannah had to do the thing where she whispered all the time.
Why does she whisper so
much? She got everybody into. Well, I get why she's whispering because she didn't want like Colton to hear it, but then there's a difference between like whispering and then whispering inaudibly.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's like, hey, Kels, so I don't like that over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the deal with Colton, like it's just like he doesn't even know the full truth of that girl, you know. And then she's like,
everybody kept lowering their decibels.
Yeah, and then he got Colton. Then she got Colton into it.
Yeah, Colton started whispering at one point in this episode
what are you
too.
Doing?
You know that sound like freaking out.
He's like Blue 82. Hut.
He doesn't know what they're whispering, so he just does calls.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I thought it was just that Whisper song coming out again.
Yeah.
You ever hear words of that song lately?
The Whisper song?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
By Yin Yang Twins?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't want to hear about it.
Okay,
Moving
on.
Moving on.
Moving on. Oh, yes. And
guys, listen to the end of the episode where I describe what I'm talking about.
Go to YouTube.
YouTube.
Yes, a lot of whispering. Also, befumbled, not a word. Sorry. I'm not to be an idiot, because if you go listen to any of these podcasts, we're fumbling over words all the time because we like an organic conversational podcast. But befumbled...
I would totally just disagree with that.
Liar.
I just said disagree.
Disagree. Oh, missed it.
You also caught another another quirky moment.
Oh yeah, so later
you
after
were freaking out.
Oh man, after the cocktail party, after the strongest woman competition, Colton pulled a total Ari and was like, "You're quirky." Yeah, it's quirky.
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 Quirky is a dog. Quirky is a gal with bangs. Get it right.
No,
it's not quirky.
Fuck me up. Quirky. That's quirky. It's not quirky.
It's not
but
quirky.
That quirky can be quirky.
Yeah, a quirky can be quirky.
Yeah.
What a quirky. Do you see the difference?
Okay, we need to call Colton up now. Okay.
Dearest Colton, I know that you're a busy whispering place.
A quirky can be quirky.
Yeah, a quirky can be quirky.
Yeah.
And get Ari on the phone.
But a quirky cannot be quirky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, nice. Oh, you're some sort of Seuss. You're Seussing it up.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Elise's? Let's move on to Elise's one-on-one. How about it? Anything else you want to say?
I'm going to be honest with you, Kelsie.
Yeah.
Okay, for a person that talks about, women's
yeah, you're fucked up. We're moving on.
No.
Take two.
Okay, Kelsie. For a woman that talks about a lot of woman empowerment issues and all that stuff.
Did you just go through puberty real fast?
God damn it. Give me another take. No,
okay. Take three.
Kelsie, for a woman that talks about... I touched your hand when I did that. Give me another one.
Take 4. This better be worth it. It's not going to be worth it.
You're whispering. I can't hear you. What did you say?
Nothing. Blue 82. I'm
just saying you don't have to ask a man's permission to move on.
What I'm trying to do is get your ADHD back on track.
But I can tell you something. Thanks for the fact that you think of me as a man.
I say, hey, can we talk about this? Because I'm trying to be like, we got this, right, Jonah?
Yeah.
We got this.
I'm like a dog. I'll follow you wherever you go. But while you go there, I'm going to go over here for a little bit. I'm going to go over there for a little bit. But no matter what. But where you're going, I'm still going there. But I want to go over here. We're
going to talk about Elise because everybody's in love with her.
I like
She's in a limo. She's just chatting. She seems to be pretty chill. She's 6 years older, which I don't know why she has to bring it up, but everybody else seems to be bringing it up, so I guess she has to bring it up too. And then they go in a helicopter ride.
How do you feel about... have you ever dated somebody younger than you?
No.
Would you?
I don't know.
Is that an issue for women, women in general?
I think everybody's different.
Yeah.
I think everybody's different. I cannot speak for all
womankind.
I've dated
a woman who's 6 years older than me. Mm-hmm. That was fine.
It was fine. No big deal.
I was 25. I was 24. 25. And I thought she was 30. But the problem is when she was like, no, I'm actually 31. It was like...
That one year made you go,
It's just the sound.
Weird.
Like 31 to me...
When you're 25.
Was hard. No, when I turned 31.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm turning 36, not a big deal. But 34 to 35, that's really fucked me up.
So everybody has numbers are different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's numbers are way, way, way different.
Yeah, like 22, 23 is fine. 25 was hard.
Was it?
Yeah, 28, that sounds really old. 30 is kind of fun, but then 31, you're like really 30. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't have a problem with 31.
No. Do you have any problem with any of the
I know
numbers?
I'm going to have a problem with 40. Because of dad stuff.
I mean, you're 20 years away from that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Those radiant skin.
Oh, got it.
That is the one thing about having cheeks and being a little chunky. The wrinkles, where are they at?
Where are they at, Nowhere.
Where are they at? Jonah's like, they're here. They're fucking here. They're here.
Yeah, but while you're doing it, you're pulling your skin, so it looks really weird.
Yeah, it does look really weird. You can't see it. Go to YouTube. Anyway, but yeah. I don't know. 40
you don't really have any wrinkles at all.
40 is going to be a...
You're aging very beautifully.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Eat fucking cheese.
Yeah.
Fill in those lines.
Yeah,
Botox.
Sure, cool.
Just be a size 18. Up top.
Yeah, right, up top. I'm sitting right here. I, gave you a compliment, throw it back.
I know, I can't handle compliments. You know that. Jonah Jurkens of Jurkensville.
USA.
Earth. Universe. Milky Way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they own a helicopter. Here's the deal.
Did you say they own a helicopter?
No, they go in a helicopter.
Yeah.
They love putting ladies up in the sky in The Bachelor. Also in things like in like the 50 Shades movies. I think he had like a helicopter, like a
glider.
Airplane.
He had like a glider in the first one, right?
Something.
You've seen those movies?
I've seen.
What is wrong with you? That's off-brand.
I've seen the previews. You can't not see the previews.
You've seen the movies.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
I mean, listen. I watch dumb stuff, Jonah. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
When you're made to, yeah.
Well, besides this, it's not like I'm like a purist.
Yeah.
And I watch crap all the time. And I would admit it if I watched that. I just didn't.
What's the thing you like the most that you're least proud to mention?
TV-wise?
Movie or TV?
Oh, gosh. I do.
Or music.
I don't really watch. I have really bad music taste. I stop buying music when you stop mailing in things for a penny. Like
Columbia House. Yeah. That's why I have Shaquille O'Neal's album. Yeah.
I think so. That was when I was like 6. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, you get something in the mail?"
I went to my mom. I was like, "Mom, they're only pennies," and she's like, "Yeah, but then you have to. Are you gonna, Jonah? You gonna send in things? I'm gonna send them in."
Yeah.
And then I got Shaq Fu CD. And then I think I got LL Cool J when it wasn't doing well for him.
So before the comeback.
Tony.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I got a Snow CD, Informer.
Just sort of some
Boom Boom Down.
Yeah. Classic Columbia House. So I'm not really embarrassed. I just don't have a plethora of knowledge when it comes to music.
Gotcha.
I think I do watch I'll watch something like Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
It's kind of a garbage movie.
It's a fun movie,
but
though.
I'm like, I think that's my I'll just watch this like lighthearted goof of a movie.
Every Christmas every Christmas season I watch Just Friends.
Okay.
With Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
You love Ryan Reynolds, number one.
I do. Anna Faris is incredible in that movie. She's very funny in that movie.
You love a good transformation.
I do. Yeah.
I would say that about you.
I agree. What's my favorite part of the show? This show.
Transformations.
Yes. And I would also say one of my favorite movies of all time is Love and Basketball.
Oh, okay. And you're not ashamed of that. You're just saying it out loud.
I'm not ashamed of that.
Good job, Jonah.
Double or Nothing.
Sometimes I do like dance movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Step Up?
Yeah, is that
That's how the world got introduced with Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum and his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will admit to this. I liked Big Mike.
Okay.
I thought it was great.
What's Big Mike? I don't know what that is.
Isn't the stripper one?
Oh, you call it Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Yeah. Big Mike. What a Freudian slip that was.
Take two. Take two.
I like Tatum's Big Mike dick.
Yeah, take two.
Take two.
I'm not gonna lie, Kelsie. I like Magic Mike.
Great job, Jonah.
Yeah.
Way to really unburden your soul.
You're right.
Yeah.
Great
I
movie.
do like dancing
Saw it in the
movies.
theater. Proud.
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Cruel Intentions, one of my favorites.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? All right.
Fear, one of my favorite movies.
You love talking about Fear.
It's going to come up in a little bit.
Fear, what a great transition back into the carnival.
Yes.
Jonah, if you have longtime listeners, Petals and Pricks, really like to talk about the finger banging scene in Fear.
Yeah.
And season 1 or Nick fetishy things.
Uh-huh.
I feel like maybe it's your fetish.
Finger banging chicks?
Gross. I don't like to peacock.
You said it.
Unless we talk about. But that scene in The Fear, Mark Wahlberg, Reese Witherspoon, there's a scene, it's on a roller coaster, there's climaxing, and there's finger banging.
In my high school yearbook, under quotes, it said, I finger like a bastard.
It did not.
Oh, of course it didn't. What are you talking
such
about?
A lie.
Yeah, why would it say that?
I know,
That's
but
gross.
You are the worst. So
you should have laughed at the audacity of that.
I know, but I get a little concerned because sometimes I don't know if you're joking.
Because I sell it that well?
Or, yep.
Yeah, thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Get me on Big Brother, people.
So.
Temptation Island. I'm listening.
Jonah is there. How do you feel about the kids? I thought it was fun.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was super
Those
fun.
The kids were so adorable. You saw something. You heard something.
I love when they're talking to the kids like, oh, do you watch the show or whatever? My mom won't let me.
Yeah, just out of
so great.
Out of the background too. My mom won't let me.
Yeah, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the kids say the darndest things, as they say.
Yeah.
And then there was a great Easter egg, if you debatable, but I thought it was fine. When all the little girls were pretending to steal Elise. Like,
at
can
the
I help you
end.
for a
Yeah,
second? And
that was fun.
There was a little tiny girl, and she had like girl power or something on her shirt. And she couldn't get it out without laughing.
Yeah.
She was my favorite.
I
She was
love
like,
those. Okay, I got it.
She was super, super, super cute.
I love that. Those kids were great. Those kids were great. And that's the side of Colton that I think is pretty...
Yeah, like the charity.
Respectable.
Yeah, he's trying to do good.
And very, like, I think, sincere. Like, that's, I think. And then also, like, I find with her to be one of the most sincere on the show, where maybe she really is just on there to find somebody.
Yeah.
Just to see how it is.
Well, Twitter is vying for her to be the new Bachelorette already. You know,
Twitter's
Twitter.
vining?
Vying, not vining. Vine is dead, R.I.P. But they're seeming like, we want her to be the next Bachelorette. I don't know if you guys know about Twitter, but you can put your opinions out there in a very quick way.
I like how they're like, not with Colton, but yeah.
Yeah. Get her out of there.
I feel like that's what these shows have really become, is just like, who's going to be the next Bachelor, Bachelorette? Nobody gives a shit about who gets together.
Yeah, I
feel like the person that gets together is a second runner-up to who we all really like.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I feel like it has become, and again, I started watching Nick when this already happened. It's like a very insular product.
Yes.
Everybody is sort of feeding in with each other. Mm-hmm. And then even talking to somebody like Diggy, who's from Chicago, was like, then you also get opportunity. It's an opportunity show. Mm-hmm. It's become an opportunity kind of a thing. Like you're in the family, and then what can this do for you outside the world? Like an Instagram sponsorship.
But I would say at least seems like she's the type that like, you're not going to see on Instagram. Maybe I'm wrong, but you're not going to see on Instagram a shit ton. I also thought that of Alexis. What are you looking at?
Yeah, I think everybody's in it for the Instagram.
Okay, that's the smile I was getting.
Yeah,
okay,
that's the smile I'm getting. Jonah and his innocence. Like, I think everybody's just in it for love. I'm like, they're in it for the spawns, man. They're in it for the Instagram spawns.
Well,
if you follow, because again, I'm really trying to get into this season about like really participating on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah,
every single person is verified on Instagram.
Well,
they are all like
Jenna.
Because
the second you get on, boom, you're like, you just jacked up 20, 30, 40,000 followers already.
It's a game show. And so I'm wondering if in this process of like being more on social media, somebody who used to be a fan, Jonah, thinking it's in it for love, I think you're really going to see now.
Well, Ari and what's her face just had a kid. No, just
in
got
my
married.
Dreams.
Just got married.
For some reason. Yeah.
People get married and have kids and have a good time, have a great life.
Yeah. Sponsored by Chris.
Love's about the journey.
All right. I know that you're just fucking with me now.
On television.
How do you feel about their, sorry, I didn't mean to
Would that be, okay,
wrist.
sorry, just because I've been watching the documentaries, wouldn't that be funny if they were like, guys, we got a Cessna, we're going to the Fire Festival, music festival. Oh. You don't know anything about that. I forgot about that.
Sweet reference, Jonah.
God damn it, just fire me now.
Jonah, the talk they had, at the Beauty and the Beast dinner. We talked about this before, where it's like, I'm so like ingrained now into like the formula of the show that I just get kind of bored. But when we first started watching, I was really uncomfortable because it felt like, it's like, hey, tell me your deepest, darkest secret so you can earn this rose.
Yeah.
And now I'm just finding, since I've watched so many since the next season, that I'm just sort of callous to it. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Which sucks because
she said like a heartbreaking
that's like a horrible thing.
Yeah.
And I'm at this point where I just like, can we just move on with it? I don't really, I don't like that about myself or that the show does this. They've made like, which we talked about ad nauseum, so I'm not going to stick with it a lot here, but like this idea of vulnerability packaged for a reward in a game show.
Yeah.
It's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's still weird. It doesn't weird me out because now I'm a calloused vet, but it's still weird.
Yeah.
Like, because there are it makes those real moments in real life, like it kind of makes it shallow. Like there are moments you have with people where they trust you enough to tell you something painful, and that's like, wow, what a trust we have. Mm-hmm. Like, I know you don't share this with everybody else. Thank you. Like, this is what friendship is,
Yeah.
It feels so forced and gross on this show. Even if it's genuine, I'm not trying to shit on Elise, but I'm just saying,
Well, how'd you feel about Kaylin? Because Kaylin had something to say. But
did she?
Yeah, when
she just cried.
No, she cried and she said, "There's there's things I've been wanting to tell you, but I just haven't. I just don't know. I don't think she said I don't know when, but she just said she didn't tell him when she had the opportunity to kind of use that to leverage herself against Hannah, and she didn't.
She just cried.
Yeah,
she didn't really say anything.
I can make you cry right now if I wanted to.
I didn't feel like it was real vulnerable. I think that she got nervous and cried. She didn't really have any information to say.
But she says no.
Maybe I don't understand.
You were retweeting it.
I don't understand your question.
No, my question is that, okay, so about Kaylin, because she had the opportunity to say at a moment when he's kind of like, I don't know what's going on. And then she could have been like, I'm sorry. I just I have had a bad life. Here's my story. Right. Because she says that she's gone through a lot of hurt. That's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Very vague about it. But then she also was like, I just don't know if I'm ready to tell you. And like, I don't know if it's too soon or I don't, she kind of was like, I do have stuff I want to tell you that's important for you to know.
Yeah.
But I don't. But it would have been a perfect opportunity to use that to leverage it to get a rose. That's before she got a rose, I believe.
She got a rose.
But maybe she did it strategically.
I don't know.
So he's like, oh, I want to know more about this.
Yeah.
That's also a move.
Both of those gals, the pageant gals,
I need to watch.
They're not framing them in the best light.
No, they're not.
They're not. It's anybody who's like, I don't want to throw somebody under the bus, and they immediately throw somebody in the bus. She's super. I don't trust manipulative people, and then you are being manipulative. They're not framing them in a very good way. They're framing them as very catty against each other, out for themselves, like very negative. Both of them. Yeah, in my opinion.
I feel like that's a stereotype of pageant girls.
Well,
we've all seen Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah, which is probably facts.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's hard for me to then like, oh, look at this example of someone being vulnerable when the producers are setting them up to not.
I will say that so far that we've seen, Kaylin has not been real catty towards.
It switched at the end.
I guess it did switch at the end a little bit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
was a wild ride.
Because it was kind of like she didn't place and she hated me because of it.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is the thing about the show, like integrity of being like, I'm not going to talk about somebody else. I'm going to let you figure it out on your own.
Yeah.
Which happens in the real world a lot. Not the TV show, The Real World, Jonah. The actual real world, just to clarify.
Is there a difference?
Yeah. You don't say, like, there's a lot of people that I necessarily don't get along with. And I'm not going to go tell my friends, like, unless they're like criminal or like can actually do you harm.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? They'll figure it out. They're adults. They will figure it out.
Right.
I'm never gonna. I never, because that's how adults work. You never go like, oh my god, yeah. Like that is the stuff that you do for ratings or politics, or you're trying to sell somebody something. That's usually not how the real world. At least the people that I surround myself with. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
Adult people don't act that way. And I think with me, I don't.
Even when you put yourself back to that age. That's the question. Yes, you at this age now, we've all grown.
Yeah.
We're in our 30s. We've grown. I think we separate like those types of packs. I would say like back when I was hanging out with people in that age, that was pretty prevalent.
Yeah, no. I think you and we talked about this last episode too with high school. I had to deal with real shit, and I had no patience.
Yeah, no patience for that. Yeah,
I had no patience.
I can see that.
They're like, I don't care about gossip. I don't care about this stuff. I gotta worry about not. Other stuff.
I mean, I'll say like, so, continuing our conversation from last week, so I was mainly friends with like, I guess, quote unquote, the popular kids from a different high school. So I had to hang out with those people. So I never hung out with like the popular kids my actual high school, but I was like around them, so I knew the outskirts of stories and stuff like that. But then come college, I was dating someone in that group from my high school.
Okay.
Right?
I'm with you.
Yeah. So then I was now having to hang out with these people again, and it's been years. And it was like the same old stories. This person's with that person, and I don't fucking like that person, blah, blah, blah. Oh, hi, how's it going? Like that. It was like never ending, and it feels like it's still like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
so I think in some groups that is very similar. And it's these types.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the attention types, the Insta famous types.
You peaked in high school.
Yeah.
You're gonna act like this.
Yeah.
Or your world is too small. Like that's my experience anyway.
Right.
Like I grew up from a really small town.
Right.
And so people knew each other's business, and they never got out of each other's business, and then they never moved out of the town.
Right.
And I'm like, this is a small portion of the world. This isn't for me.
Right.
Like I didn't like it. There's something about moving to a city like Chicago where there's like anonymity. Like I like being lost. I don't like everybody knowing my business and talking about me and like I don't like it. I never liked it. So I don't enjoy this dynamic. This isn't exciting to me. Like I feel like life is gonna kick you in the teeth and make drama for you enough. You don't need it.
Right.
Like I think it's another reason that I don't really love this show.
Yeah.
And even like tweeting about it.
It's like unnecessary drama.
It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Like
but that's
life
how like
is
these
coming
people's
for
lives
you, man.
are. Right. But that's the thing is like you're dealing with attractive people from smaller towns.
Yeah.
Right. Who are only hanging out with other attractive people from smaller towns.
Yeah. And I guess
so
the thing is like
they don't understand that
the planet Earth, and I don't want to see like it's for me. It's like I don't also like watch high schoolers. on TV. You know what I mean? Watch it. Underage. Hello. But you know what I'm saying? Like this to me it's not engaging, entertaining, nor is it like academic. I'm not learning anything. It's just to sell toothpaste and like get people's like blood pumping.
I will argue that we didn't see one toothpaste commercial.
That is very true. Yeah. Now that I'm watching commercials, but you know, something like it's salacious, right? Like somebody like Corinne, or remember this one in Corinne's season, which was that Nick's season? I can't remember now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, my brain is garbage.
All stuff was melded together.
It's all melded together.
Corinne was Pete's.
Well, they were doing
Pete's.
They were doing a study where they like hooked people's brain waves up while watching a TV show, and her behavior, which is very salacious and very kind of uneducated and like sort of Donald Trumpy, people would be enraged, right? Their brains would spike when she would say things. That's what people want you to tap into. I think my problem is I don't get the tap. I'm like, eye roll. Ugh. I'm like, all right, this crazy person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, well, she's a lunatic. I get what they're trying to do.
I think I like the sideshow of it all.
Yeah.
Like I kind of see it, but I think I like the entertainment value of it.
You like the car wreck of it, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, how do you feel about this season of car wreck wise? I mean, even the gal that we all thought was going to be the villain is gone. Like she didn't get a rose.
What a crazy turn of events.
Yeah, Catherine.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I wonder why, because she wasn't really focused on in this episode.
She seemed to be,
which you think they would make, because like how they really focused on her in the first episode. You think editing wise they would do more of that this one, so when she wouldn't get the rose was a bigger deal than it was. They kind of acted like it wasn't a big deal.
But maybe that was it. Like maybe that's all the footage they had. Maybe she was like, okay, I'm gonna do some great crazy stuff for the first day, and then the storytelling thing, I'm gonna kind of have a thing.
I love the reveal that like I'm a black belt.
Yeah.
And she's like, I got it. And then you could tell Cole was like, holy shit.
Watch out.
Yeah.
And that was that.
I love that she did that and like a little thing popped in her head where her face didn't like, it kind of drooped a little bit.
Oh no. Oh, well, we do get to the black belt when we do the workout stuff.
Yeah.
I think Terry Crews was not used as much as he should have.
I don't think he was. That guy is America's sweetheart more than The Rock is.
You think so?
I think so. Whoa. I love The Rock. You know I love The Rock.
Yeah.
I've smelled what The Rock has been cooking for a long time.
You're smelling that cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Terry Crews because of the Me Too movement. He was very like vocal.
Oh, with his reveal of what happened to him?
Yeah. And he was also like, hey, isn't it crazy that you guys are listening to me? What about all these women?
Yeah.
Maybe you should be listening to them.
Yeah.
And I think it's great when people use their platform in a positive way to make positive change. And he is really, really, really amazing. And I think we've talked about that on the podcast before, about like talking about masculinity and like a role of being an actual male and how he has changed his outlook. And it's just beautiful. When he talks about like his daughter, Jesus, it makes me want to cry.
Yeah.
You know, he's just so... he's really trying to work on what it is to be a man and to be vulnerable and to feel these feelings and also be very like outwardly looking very sort of, you know, traditionally like macho. I mean, like ripped and like raw.
Big dude.
Yeah. And very sporty and like
and like I would say like with his voice. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Keep going.
No, that's good. No, I'm done.
I would say that, and to agree to your point, like, and his voice and like his attitude, like he seems like a very aggressive alpha male-y type of a person. Yeah,
because he was in sports, right? It was football. I don't know much about his. I don't know before his acting.
Yeah,
because it wasn't wrestling, right? He was in Idiocracy, and because of that, I'm like, was he a wrestler? Like, I don't know much about that.
No, I think we first started. I'm looking at my movies. I think we first started seeing him at Friday After Next. I think he was in that. I think so.
I love too that in the. I don't know, but I love in this reference they're like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, all these other things.
Yeah, and it goes like white chicks. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
My favorite movie's White Chicks.
Yeah. And I really didn't know much about his wife either, Rebecca. I didn't know that they were sort of like
partners. She beats the shit out of him.
Partners in like, I mean, she's also very jacked.
She's very jacked girl.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that is something that they clearly have in common.
Yeah.
You know, I had no idea.
That's
I really didn't know much about her.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool, but I didn't think they used him as much as they could have.
I know he's so great. They use Fred Willard.
Fred Willard a little bit more.
Son of a bitch.
Who
is not looking good.
Yeah, man, he's looking rough.
If they were like he died 6 months before that, I'd be like, yeah, he did. It's definitely a Weekend at Bernie's thing going on.
He's looking rough.
He's not looking good.
No,
he's got that kind of Burt Reynolds look to him.
Yeah, which I hope he's not sick. I hope, I don't want to.
Burt Reynolds? No, he died.
No. I know he's. Yeah. I'm aware of that, but I hope he's not. Yeah, he's not looking great.
No. But I also want to see. But okay, so we agree that he doesn't look great. Whatever. There are some outtakes. That this should never be revealed because his career would be over for sure.
What?
Fred Willard? Remember last time we saw him? Some of the comments he was saying, you're like, ooh.
Well, Fred Willard got in trouble for like indecent exposure.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. During The Bachelor?
No. Before. I mean.
Oh, great.
I think it was like Pee Wee Herman style.
I could see that.
Yeah. He was like yanking it.
Yeah. It's Fred Willard.
Well, that Jonah's like, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Let him do what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't let him do what he wants.
Is there nobody?
Illegal.
Okay, so I know it's wrong and all this stuff, but
Jonah.
But seriously, okay, just take out the seriousness.
All right, I'm gonna try to
take
listen
out the
to
seriousness of it, right, over what's happening right now. But like, out of anybody,
So,
Fred
like-
Willard's the one where like the way he is, especially how he looks now, and you're like, yeah, that guy would expose himself to.
Well, he looks like a creepy old guy in a bus.
Yeah, you'd be like, yeah. That guy did. He doesn't mean anything by it.
No, I don't think you're implying that.
That's senile.
No. He looks like somebody that on a bus that you would move away.
But it's
from.
one of those things where you're kind of like, oh yeah, of course he did. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh yeah.
I see you. You're not surprised by it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're not condoning
Take out
it.
the serious. No, we're not condoning it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, it's
I don't
funny
really
how
know what
some
you're
people
saying.
have that look where you're like, yeah, of course.
Oh, so he's just like, oh, if I'm gonna put him up in a lineup,
Yeah.
you look like a
It's
public
Fred Willard.
masturbator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in his eyes.
Like, okay, so if it was a lineup, right, and then I was with my girlfriend who just got exposed to, right, and then and then everybody walked in and I saw Fred Willard. I wouldn't be like, is that Fred? I'm like, Fred Willard? I'd be like, oh, Fred Willard, right?
It's a Willard. I know you're fucking with me now.
I know. Yeah. I'd be like, Fred, yeah. And then she'd be like, Fred. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, no contest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
He's in a movie called Best in Show.
It's about dogs, Jonah.
You think he thought that signing up for that?
Maybe not. Speaking of lineups, do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? This is like a Terry Crews and lineup situation.
Show, yeah.
They have one of the greatest cold opens ever.
Really?
With a lineup. Yeah. With a lineup where the concept is that you have to recognize somebody because they were singing while crime was going on.
Okay.
And it's like an NSYNC song. Or wait,
fun.
Tell me why. Is that NSYNC or is that Backstreet Boys?
Ain't nothing but a
heart.
That's Backstreet. Wait.
Tell
That's
me why.
NSYNC.
So anyway, they're doing it, and then all of a sudden, of course, Adam Sandberg is like,
that way. That's Backstreet Boys.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Put it in the YouTube comments.
That's Backstreet Boys.
They all start harmonizing at the same time, and everybody's, and of course, Adam Sandberg's like, that's genius. Everybody was great. And then it cuts to the witness. He's like, that one. That's the one that killed my brother. And he was like, oh, Jesus. And then it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And I was like, best cold open
that's
ever.
Funny. So you're excited that's at NBC now?
I am excited. Yeah. I hope it's okay. Because sometimes when they switch channels or networks or whatever, like even like Friday Night Lights, it gets a little funky. Every once in a while, that transition, you're like, oh no,
you went to
it
network.
got weird.
Friday Night Lights went to, but then when went back to NBC, it was good.
Yeah. All right. So so at the end of the Strong Lady contest.
Oh yeah, I love that too. Where it's like
Annika.
That's silly. Where it's like, all right, you're gonna push a cake.
Yeah.
All right, you're just gonna flip a somewhat small tire. All right, you're pulling a 4,000-pound limousine. Yeah.
Yep.
With The Rock, with Terry Crews, with Andre the Giant's dead body.
Oh God.
Pull it.
God. Go.
And I love that first girl. Understandably, not even budging, but the way she was doing it, I was like, "You're fucking up your back."
Oh yeah. She's
You're compressing
like,
those.
Ouch.
C4,
C3. Yeah. Your spine.
And then the other girl was just. You think she had a little help?
Big time, Jonah.
You think so?
There was somebody in there just pumping on the gas.
Do you think it was like a mom thing?
What do you mean?
We hear about moms lifting up cars.
Oh, it was all adrenaline.
Yeah.
No, I think it was fixed. Turns out the Bachelor's rigged.
I don't think so.
Yeah, of course you don't. So we had somebody had to leave. The Canadian Caitlin. She pulled the limo and then she was let go.
Yeah.
Sad days. And then Nicole got the rose. She did call him Poppy, which does skeeve me out. I know some people are really into it.
I don't like that either.
They're into it. Like some people like does it for them.
If that's your thing, that's cool.
Yeah, no
it's
judgment.
Cool.
But
it's not.
It's a little
judgment.
It's a little creepy, right?
Judgment happening.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, mommy, poppy,
daddy,
daddy, same thing. I don't like dad. Like, oh, who's the daddy?
How do you like? Okay, so there's
people do that in an ironic way now. Like, oh, daddy, and I'm a little like. Bleh.
I do in a way to get that response.
Comics do it, you know.
Daddy.
They're like, oh, daddy, you know, like young lady comics do it, and I think it's fine.
I do like saying like,
me,
ooh, Papa likes.
Yeah, but you're saying
daddy
it,
likes.
so it doesn't matter. Ooh, you're like, ugh. You're doing your best Fred Williard impression.
Fred Williard, he's a man of the people.
Oh, is he?
Okay, so yeah, I don't like that either. Poppy.
But it worked. She got the rose. Nicole got the rose.
Daddy. How do you feel about adult women calling their dad daddy still?
Don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Don't watch Total Divas.
Yeah, don't like it.
Yeah.
Hey, do what you want. I know
Natalie.
I got dad issues myself. I just am on the other spectrum.
Yeah.
I don't like my dad at all, nor do I like him too much where it's creepy.
Like, would you call him by his first name?
Would I if he was alive? Would I
Like,
call him
did you?
father?
No. You
No.
think your dad's first name was Father?
No, but I'm trying to say like how proper would I be?
I would love for somebody to be like,
yes. What's your dad's name? His name is Father.
his father. Oh, his full name, Father.
Yeah. Last name knows best. No, I never call my dad Larry.
Larry. Ugh, your dad's such a Larry.
I can't even say the name Larry. I mean, I got dad issues for sure. It's like I said, it's just not.
How do you listen to your favorite comedian?
What?
Larry the Cable Guy.
Oh, shut up. Yeah, even if I have like a Lyft driver's name's Larry, I'm like, oh man.
There's a Lyft driver out there named Larry?
Yeah. And I'm like, I'll give you 5 stars because I'm weak, but I really don't like your name.
That's crazy. That's a new fight now in relationships is who's got the higher rating. Did you know that?
You know what that means? You don't have a lot of struggle in your life. That's what that means.
Here's the drunk hack. Say,
tips.
I'll get the Uber to the bar if you get the Uber from the bar.
Uh-huh.
That's how you get a higher rating than your girlfriend. That's a fact.
Oh, Jonah.
If they're like,
with the tips.
If they're like, let me get the Uber. Let me get the Uber. You're like, no, let me get it. And they're like, come on. I'm like, no, fine. Just get it on the way back. Because I know better.
Oh,
because I know on the way back, you're going to be like, let's go to McDonald's. I'm like, they don't want to go to McDonald's. Well, I'll buy you McDonald's. And then the whole time you're in the line, they're like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And he's like, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. What do you want? You want something? What do you want? Fries? What do you want? What do you want? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, don't you miss your drinking life?
Nope.
No?
Turns
You
out.
don't want experiences like that?
Nope. Yeah, it turns out trying to work a system and communicate to get approval of strangers. Don't care.
No.
I'm a real dud. Turns out I don't like anything exciting at all.
You said I'm a real dud in a way where I'd be like, I'd hang out with that girl.
What a dud. She seems like a great time.
Could you say that in a way that you can kind of say to him? I love murdering puppies.
What a dud.
No, like in a way where you like it? Because you're like, I'm a real dud. Or it sounds fun.
Oh, it sounds fun? Yeah, I think I can make things sound okay.
I like giving people X-Lax for no reason.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Okay.
You know what I like to do? Enemas. I give them out. It's great.
You didn't sound me on that one.
I didn't? No.
Wait a second. I'll take one.
You guys, on hold, we've got a quick enema moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of the feeling of enema, pool parties. God, I hate them.
Oh, yes, finished up.
I hate them. I hate pool parties. I hate being a part of them. I hate watching them. I think that's not true. I think at one point when I was probably, I don't know how old I was, probably too old.
You gonna take over for Rooney?
No. The Grind. That was the thing, right? On MTV?
Yeah, MTV's The Grind.
Yeah, I remember like being like young and being like, what is this? People dancing? This seems like a great time. I was a child and my brain wasn't formed yet. Eric Nice is The Grind.
Eric Nice, yeah. From Real World 1.
Yeah, I remember that being a thing on my grandma's TV.
Good memory.
Why was my grandma watching The Grind?
Your grandma's watching The Grind?
Oh, solid
Kelsie.
question.
These men with their hard abs and their perfect pecs.
I would go home from school before practice because my grandma like lived close, hang out there for a hot sec, eat all their food, and then go to practice and then not trying to vomit because they pounded down too many ramen noodles. But The Grind was always on. It was very strange. Mm-hmm. And at some point I was like, oh, that's fun.
That was a summertime thing.
And then that stopped being fun.
Spring break.
To like 2 seconds.
The Grind? I never liked The Grind.
But even like pool parties in general.
I don't like watching people dance on a show.
Yeah. I like it when it's choreographed.
Oh, yeah.
Like your favorite show of all time, Magic Mike. That's
movie.
Fun. Oh, right. Okay, Jesus. Movie. But pool party was fine. Here's the thing. We're going back to this like pageant queen anger. It's just kind of boring. And Colton had a straight up fit about it. Couldn't handle it. Had to go
think for a little bit.
Go think for a little bit with Chris in the like.
Why is Chris so readily available? That guy's a millionaire.
He's just he's writing books. He's training falcons. He's on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's got a lot of jobs. Yeah. And yet he's just hanging out in the back tent waiting for somebody to have
in the trailer?
breakdown with a craft service table.
Do you think he like is also the director? He's like, okay, go 6. Go 3.
He's actually in the sound booth and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
When you fade out.
Well, he is a demigod.
Cut to commercial. Cut to
commercial. Yeah. So the pool party was happening.
I love when he seems clearly irritated.
Yeah, you do love that.
Yeah, I love that when he's like, so Colton, you're having a problem?
Yeah. Get it together, man. This fucking guy.
I like how I wish he'd be like, I don't know, Ari, whatever you want. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry.
This guy again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah. Can we get these guys some name tags?
I want Chris to make everybody wear name
tags. You're like, I don't give a shit about your name.
Yeah. You're replaceable.
Get another person in with some extensions and eyelashes. We don't care. Next.
You're our Eric Stoltz.
Ooh.
Back to the Future reference.
I know what that is.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
McFly, you can be replaced.
Yeah.
So pool party happened. We already know about all this drama we already talked about before. Pageant queens are having drama. Blah, blah, blah. Colton can't make a decision. Blah, blah, blah. But then guess what? He does. They have a rose ceremony. Who goes home? Again, if anybody's listening to this still and or who works on this show, please put the names of people when they leave. I have green dress blonde. Who is this person?
Right.
Very upsetting. So Caitlin, Catherine, Bree, and green dress.
Yeah. I'm gonna add on to what you just said.
Do it.
This is what I'm gonna add on.
Love it.
And it is our job to know these people. This is the episode I've struggled with the most, where I'm like, these people look identical.
There are a lot of
the blondes on this look identical. And usually we're pretty good at knowing everybody. This is the one time I've struggled.
They all look. There are a lot of blondes.
A lot of blondes.
A lot of blondes.
Right.
A lot of tiny featured Keebler elves kind of look 12.
Right. Or or Colton, just say, it's been fun, Caitlin, thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna hit it.
Or whatever the name you want.
You're gonna hit them. Yeah. There's a Cassie, a Caitlin, a Katie.
When he gives them the roses, we hear it twice.
Yeah.
We do.
Why? Yeah, they're very bad at exiting.
And the next one's Hannah. Hannah, will you take this rose? Twice. I know I can hear it twice. I don't have to rewind it.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's bad news.
And also, these poor women have been knocked out, right? Spent there all day. Just give them an exit interview.
Yeah.
Let them have a goodbye.
Yeah, it's bananas.
That's one thing I miss. I miss this season over others the most. Is that this is the season we've seen the least amount. I guess we see more as we go on, but we've seen the least amount of like crying goodbyes or like.
Yeah, maybe that'll happen later when there's like when the big old like SUV shows up, right?
Yeah,
they did it with the Canadian Caitlin.
They did,
but people are just like exiting. Now I know.
You think she asked to go to Bob Evans before they left?
I don't think so. We missed it if they did.
Yeah.
Well, we did it. Episode 3, and now they're going to Singapore.
What do you think the ratings are on this?
I don't know. People don't seem to like the show anymore, and yet...
Do you think the muster of the show has kind of been gone?
The mustard of the show?
The muster. That's a word?
I think you mean luster.
No, there's another word called... I'm looking this up right now.
You totally Joey Tribbiani'd that.
Huh?
And you're trying to fake it.
No, this is the thing I was telling you about.
The mustard of the show.
Muster? No, you lost your luster?
The luster. It's like a shiny luster, like a sheen. The shine of it, the glimmer. Luster. I'm pretty sure it's not muster. Or mustard.
No, you have it wrong. It's right here. It's a semi-soft cheese from the United States. It's thought to be an imitation of...
That's also Munster.
Muster meaning right here. Assemble, especially of an inspection. Collector assemble. Muster. Oh, you muster this. Okay. A formal gathering of a group of peacocks. I was right. To muster peacocks.
Oh, man. Well, at least we're leaving on a dumb note. I do think the show has lost its mustard, Jonah.
What you trying to say, luster? I think you're wrong.
Luster. You know what? Put it in the YouTube comments. What do you guys think? Oh, man. Lost its luster. I do feel that that's what people are saying. I'm way late to the game on this whole situation. This whole show I'm late to the game on. I came Nick's season, which was like already season 20-something or 19 or some bullshit. So I do think people are a little exhausted by this show, including myself. Yep. That's right, Jonah. How are we going to get the hell out of this podcast?
You think the luster's gone?
I think the luster, the mustard, the munster, I think it's all gone. But you know what's going to brighten our days?
Oh, my God. I hope I haven't been doing that for the whole life. Yeah. You know when you just like don't realize you're saying something the wrong way?
I do. That's happened to me before.
Yeah.
And suddenly you're like, oh, my God.
And then you're like, why hasn't anybody corrected me?
Yep.
Like Valentine's. Since I was a kid, Valentine's
Day. Yep.
Eavesdrop.
We've talked about this before.
So to eavesdrop?
Yep.
God damn it.
It's okay. We're all learning. Words are just made up constructs that we give meaning to.
Don't say smart things.
It means nothing, Jonah. It's just funny because I'm a dickhead and we're friends. And I can make fun of you about it.
Right.
If you were a stranger on the street, I wouldn't be a dickhead. I'd be like, cool.
Yeah. I just don't want to...
I like you, and so I'm a real asshole to you.
I just want to say... Well, I feel like we're consummating our friendship right now.
Get your Fred Williard out of here.
I didn't even say that right either.
No, we're not consummating our friendship. We got to get out of here. But you know, on a happy note, I think if you order that kitty cat Corona outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
I think that'll make everybody's day.
Okay.
That'll be the highlight of this episode.
Okay. I want everybody here who's listening right now, go to our YouTube page. You'll find it because it's the one that has 30 listens to. And then I'm going to show you guys the thing. Look at that.
Put it right on your face.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
There it goes.
It's amazing. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
It is the cute. Oh, way to push that YouTube page.
What YouTube page? Oh, our YouTube page.
No big deal.
Yeah, if you want to see what we really look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
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 Let's get out of here, Jonah.
Huh?
Let's go. All right, you guys, thank you so much for listening. If you're in Chicago, you can see Jonah at some comedy show. You could probably see me at some comedy show.
You can see me at Community Show every single Wednesday and Blackout Diaries every single Saturday.
Nice.
Where are you at?
I'm going to be, I have a show called The Cates. It's in Lincoln Square. You can go to thecates.org, which would be amazing and fun for you to do that. I'm actually going to be out of town, but I will be at the Comedy Bar in February, hosting all February long. So go to Comedy Bar.
Yeah, I'll be at Laugh Factory tonight.
Nice.
Well, when this comes out.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Check it.
Check it out. Thanks, you guys, and let's hit the bye note. Bye. Are you making me do this by myself?
Yeah,
I thought we consummated our friendship.
All right.
Oh, bye.